Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. I am a huge fan of Notion and I use it alongside my bullet journal to make a ginormous productivity system. So today I wanted to show you my updated Notion tour for 2023 since I made a couple changes and I'm really excited with how it looks. So let me pull up the screen recording. Okay, so here we have my Notion, and I don't really have a dashboard, so the first page we have here is the goals page. If you guys saw my plan for 2023 video that I did a couple weeks ago near the middle of January, you would kind of already know the gist of this page, but I'm just gonna go over it quickly. So at the top we have the word of the year, which for me is uncomfortable because I want to be branching out this year. And then you scroll down and we have these different sections of goals, these different categories of goals: spiritual, personal, relationships, content and career, and academic. And if you click on any of these goals, you can scroll down. I have a main focus, and then I have different individual goals that I can track. Scroll down to the very bottom and I have quarterly check-ins, and I obviously haven't filled out one of these yet because it hasn't been the end of a quarter. But when I do get to the end, I will just talk about the word for the quarter, what worked and what didn't, and just kind of review how my goals went for those 3 months out of the year. Scrolling back up to the top, I have my bucket list over here, which just has a couple little things, you know, go to prom, go to see Cirque du Soleil, try press on nails, that sort of thing that I want to get done this year. Just very general fun things that I want to do. And then if you click on this link right here, it goes straight to my vision board on Pinterest. If I minimize this screen for a second, you'll see that I have made my vision board my background of my laptop. However, I do also have a board which I am technically editing still as the year goes on, so I have a link to that just to kind of remind myself of all of the things I want to get done this year. And if you don't follow my Pinterest, it's just at the Mingo Studio, so it'll be linked down below along with all my other social media if you want to go check that one out. So like I said, my goals page was talked about a lot more in this video right here, which will also be linked in the description box. But now let's move on to the more interesting part of my Notion page, I think, and that is my content creation. So this is my big content planner page, but I am going to show you guys the duplicate of it so I don't spoil any of my future video ideas. So I got this idea from a creator. I can't remember her name. If I can find her, I'll put her name here on the screen. But she has this Notion template which I actually used to make this particular content planner. And I did edit this a little bit from the template, but for me, I have the post date, the title, the platform it's on, so I usually just pick long form, YouTube, or short form, which is Reels or Shorts. The film day, if it's a YouTube video, then I usually film a week ahead of the posting day. The status, as in like if it started, in progress, or ready to post, and if I have a sponsor. Then you can tap the calendar tab at the top, and as you can see, there's like a big overview calendar. So everything is visual as well. Now, like I said, this is just an imitated version, so I will go through and add just some random dates. So in this example YouTube video, let's say that I'm posting it on the 1st, and I'm posting this example reel on the 3rd of February, just for example. So these are already in order because I have them sorted by post date in an ascending order, so it automatically sorted itself. And if I go to calendar, you can scroll down and see that I not only have just a little box showing what's posting on that day, I have the little label of what platform it's on, and the different labels are purposefully in red and in blue to differentiate the two from each other, just so I can visually see what days I'm posting long form content, what days I'm posting short form content. Now, it does not end here because this is the best part. If you scroll down, you'll see that I have this YouTube tab, and this is where I have essentially the same thing. I have the table on the left with the content planner, and then I have the calendar on the right. And then what basically I did is, if you see this little logo right here, it means it took from the original database. So this table up here is the original, and I linked these ones down here. However, I filtered both of them to only show the YouTube content, and I did that the way I can look at YouTube as a whole and not all of them. So for example, I usually post 1 YouTube video a week, and I usually post about 3 Reels/Shorts a week. So since that's so much content in between the YouTube videos, if I just wanted to look at my YouTube planning, I could scroll down here. And then if I scroll down to the very bottom, the same thing goes for Shorts. So this is filtered only for Reels and Shorts, and if I didn't want to look at any of my YouTube content, I only wanted to see when my shorts were, scroll down to the bottom and it's all right here. Just to kind of visually show you, I'm going to add a couple other examples. So I'll put example reel, if I could spell, that'd be nice. Example reel 2. 3, and I'll put another example YouTube video. So as you can see, they don't have dates on them, they don't have platforms, it's just the title. So if you scroll down to the bottom sections, it's still just example reel 1, video 1. However, the minute I put the platform on these, so I put these in Reels and that one in YouTube, you can scroll down and see automatically we now have 2 videos under the YouTube tab and 3 videos under the Reels tab. Now even better, if I change the date, so for example, this first YouTube video I wanted to post on the 1st, right? But let's say the second video I for some reason wanted to post earlier, so I'm posting it on the 30th of January. It automatically flips to the top because of the way that it's ordered, and I scroll down here and they are automatically flipped as well. And over here on the content planner, you can see in the calendar, I have my video here and my video here. And the same thing would go for Reels. So overall, everything is just super intertwined and connected. I'm a super visual person, so it really helps that I have these different like calendars versus tables, because I prefer inputting the information through the table option, but I prefer taking in the information through the calendar option. So this system works super well for me. I've been trying to find a way to kind of balance differentiating between YouTube and Reels and also having a calendar that shows them all. So I really appreciate this template that I kind of edited and this new system that I have. So that's all there. I'm going to just delete these because like I said, this is just the duplicate of my Mingo content page on the left. However, let's talk about a couple of these tabs on the right as well. So down here, I just have all of my links to my social media, which again, you should go follow my Instagrams and Pinterests and all of my socials. That'll be linked below. But up here, I just have some miscellaneous tabs. So here's a big list of my content ideas. I have all these different categories. So bullet journal, productivity tips, vlogs and miscellaneous, and then any reel ideas. And then I also have a section for title templates as well. Down here is my affiliate link. So this is just a way that I can keep track of my affiliates. I have a big table with the category, the name, my personal affiliate link, the commission that I get, the way that I get payout, and any notes that I have. So if you are a content creator, I definitely recommend something similar to this just to keep your life together, keep everything in one place. And if you're not a content creator, but you do want to check out any of these affiliates, I have a link in the description to my card, which has a link for all of my affiliates on it, including Notebook Therapy, Phonemo Thermal Printers, the Washi Tape Shop, LTK, and Magic Links, which is where I have all my stationery linked. All that stuff is all on my card, which is also in the description box below. Now, if you look over here, this next tab is growth tips. This is just a place where I just kind of consolidated some random tips just in case I just feel like I need to go back and remember some. Lastly, this is an old video archive. So basically, every time I make a new YouTube video, I have a voiceover script that I put on it. And I don't script every video, like this one right here isn't scripted, but the ones that I do, I want to make sure I have a template for it. So I keep all of my old scripts and just video templates here. Let's look at this one, which was a video I posted in November. So as you can see at the top, I have a lot of different tags: the day it was created, the platform, post date, status, film, sponsor, all those things. And then you scroll down a little further, so I have at the top the key concept, any b-roll I need to film, the thumbnail, like ideas of words to write on the thumbnail, and the tags that I'll put in the video. And then I scroll down, and this is basically where the general script is. This was a particularly long script because I had a lot of talking in this video. And at the bottom you have my timestamps and any music that I need to credit for copyright reasons in the description box. So that is that, and this is what my old video archive looks like. Now before we move on to like other pages in my Notion, I do want to talk about this cover at the top of this page. So like I said, I had my vision board made, and I took pictures from my vision board and also pictures from Pinterest and just made individual covers for each of my tabs. So if you go back to the goals page, this one is just directly from my vision board. I love these pictures up here. They're just super inspiring and aesthetic to me. And if you go to the Mingo content, you see that these pictures are more specific to content creation. I just made individual covers for each of my pages, and I love how this one turned out. Now the next page on here is going to be a little private because I do the social media for another small business in my hometown. So I basically have a duplicate of my Mingo content page just for this other company, and this is where I'll plan out all of their social media and all their posts coming out and YouTube videos that I need to edit, because I essentially do almost the same process that I do for my accounts, just on a smaller scale. I don't need to show you all this stuff because it's basically the same thing that we just talked about. Okay, so now let's go down to university. And And so I am a senior in high school. I obviously have to plan a lot for university, and this includes college applications, which I'm thankfully done with, but also scholarship applications. So at the top here, we have a cute little banner, a cute little icon. I didn't mention this earlier, but these icons are all directly in Notion. You can choose either random emojis, icons, or custom upload an image for this little square at the top of each page. But I just use the icons and filter them all to be this gray color and just pick some. So like university, a grad cap, like it makes sense, you know? Anyways, but scrolling down here, we have the 5 colleges that I applied to, and I actually got into all 4 of these schools. The last one still hasn't released their application yet, but I'm super excited. I got into my dream school. Yes, if you want any college videos, any move-in videos, any of that stuff, definitely let me know in the comments below. I don't know how related to bullet journaling it is, but it definitely is related to productivity, and I would love to share with you guys my process because it's super exciting for me. But this is just a big table, and if you're noticing, I have a lot of big tables on my Notion, but it just has the portal for my application, the early action date. Scrolling down here, I have my Naviance page, which is also where I look for scholarships, and then I just have a very long list of scholarships that I want to apply to. The ones in red I haven't started yet. This one in yellow I am currently in the progress of working on, and then the ones in blue, in green, I already have done. That is what I'm currently working on, and so that's what my page looks like. So these next 2 are going to be kind of short. On the left, I also have projects, and I love this banner, like little flowers and this little businesswoman getting her products out. But basically, I just have very top priority things. Like this is all that's on the page, are these 2 links. So I have my website, which is just basic ideas for the website, which I have been making for like the past couple months. By couple months, I mean since last May. It was one of my goals this year to actually get my website out. I don't know if it's going to be happening because I have not been working on it since I closed my Etsy shop, and therefore don't have any products to sell on said website, because my original plan was going to be to put my stickers on my own website. But then I realized I didn't really want to make stickers anymore. And if you want to learn more about that, I have an entire video about why I closed my Etsy shop, so that'll be linked down below. But in the meantime, website is eventually going to be coming, and this is where I plan everything for it. And then down here I also have product ideas, which are absolutely going to be blurred because no way you guys are going to be looking at my ideas for this. But I will say that I just put like random dumps here, and we'll just kind of see what's in store. Maybe not for 2023, but for the years to come, and I'm really excited to see where my business takes me. And at the bottom I also have a journal. Now, okay, I obviously bullet journal. I also do dream journaling. I think it's so interesting to go back and see what I used to dream about, whether they're like nightmares or just like random stupid stuff my subconscious makes up. So I always like to do a little bit of dream journaling. This is separate. It's a long time goal of mine to write a book. I don't know if it's going to be a fictional book, probably on the romance side, or if it's going to be like a memoir sort of thing. But just in case it is a memoir, I do like to put little journal entries here, just random like thoughts that I be thinking sometimes, not finalized in any way. It's very much brain dump like. It's very much I get in the mood to pour my heart out for about 5 seconds, so I do, and then I move along with my life and don't come back to this page for another 2 months. But I do have a couple entries in here, and we'll see how far it gets. It may be that I just like delete these eventually and don't do anything with them, but you know, I feel like I just have a place to kind of jot my thoughts down that's not in my dream journal, not in my bullet journal. It's just a completely separate idea and place for a future book, possibly. You guys are really seeing a look into my personal life on this Notion tour, that's for sure. But those are all of my pages. So I hope you guys got some good inspiration from this Notion tour. Like I said earlier, if you want to follow my social medias, or if you want to subscribe to my channel, because I post productivity and bullet journal videos every week, that'll all be in the description box below. And you already know where the subscribe button is, so press it and stick around. I wanted to make this video because I made a lot of changes to my Notion for 2022. However, last year I made a video about how I balance both Notion and my bullet journal, because I feel like a lot of people would be confused as to why I use both. So if you want to learn more about that particular balance, I will have the video linked on the screen right here, so definitely go check it out. With that, I will see you over there. Toodles!